And then if we were to look at the chemical composition, the carbon, right? This is 0.43, and it can go up to 0.5. This is held at 0.21. Okay? Because the microstructure is different, right? If the microstructure is similar polar and ferrite, then this will be much softer. But because the microstructure is different, okay. And then they have silica or silicon. So silicon, they have 1.53 over here. And then they have manganese. So the manganese, this is 0.6 to 0.9, and this is 1.78. And then finally, they have aluminum. Okay. And then this is 0.038. Okay, that's 0.038. So if you look at these two, okay, right? There must be a transformation of retained austenite to martensite, right? That's the only explanation why, even with the low carbon, right, we started soft, then it strain hardened significantly. It's because the microstructure changed, something has to change. Okay, so something has to change. What has to change? So if we look at TRIP 800, the microstructure is bainite plus ferrite. These two will not change at room temperature, okay, or after you quench, it's always good. What is changing is the martensite plus retained austenite. Okay, these two are changing. Okay, and we have to remember, right? You have to remember retained austenite is unstable at room temperature. Okay, retained austenite is unstable at room temperature. Okay, it wants to transform to perlite below 723 degrees C. For this percentage of carbon, okay, for this percentage of carbon, we want to transform. So what good is retained austenite, right? What good is for retained austenite? So retained austenite, as you all know, is FCC, right? Right? And because it's FCC, requires less energy during transformation. Okay. But if we look at our original material, now this is at room temperature also.
When you say transformation, you're talking about like any kind of deformation or just any kind of like bending?
So this one is plastically induced.
Okay, yeah, just making sure.
Okay. So this material is unique. It still has retained austenite at where? At room temperature. Right? So at room temperature, you'll find that it has high percentage of retainer. So how they do this is these three elements. The silicon, manganese, aluminum is used to thermally stabilize retain austenite at room temperature. So if they don't add in these three elements, right? If they don't add these three elements, right? The retained austenite will want to transform to become what? Martensite. Okay. So the outcome from this is I'm give me 5 more minutes, okay? I'm going to show you the stress strain curve. Okay, I'm going to show you the stress strain curve. So if we were to look at a stress strain curve, okay, this is strain. Okay, and so this is 500. Okay. So if you look at AISI 1045, this is just a sketch. Okay. This is AISI 1045. Okay. So for AISI 1040, for example, okay, for example, if down here you have 30% ferrite, 70% perlite. This is the arbitrary number. After induced straining, after you deform, over here you still get 30% ferrite, and 70% perlite. Whereas for strip steel, it started low. And then it goes stupid. Okay. Why it could have such a gradient, right? Especially this number, I think it's the one of the highest. This is because over here, they probably will have 30% retained austenite. And maybe, okay, this is just arbitrary number, 15% martensite. Right? After it has been transformed, okay, the retained austenite will transform to what? Martensite. So over here, so this is our trip. Okay, this is trip 800. So now it's left with 10% retained austenite. Okay, 10% retained austenite. And then, oh shoot, I think I went too high. Right, retained austenite. Oh, let me And now the 20% will go to the mutton side. Now it's 35% what? Mutton side. So the strain hardening is due to this transformation, right? It's due to this transformation. Okay, go for a 15 minutes break. Be back by 8:15. Okay. Now, today's attendance is low. Any idea? Is there a term test coming? Any
Math
idea what?
midterm tomorrow.
Which one?
Calc 3.
Okay. So that's one.